British Airways' new corporate identity is an expression of a change in direction for the next millennium, capturing the spirit of a global and more caring airline. The new logo, or speed mark, reflects our pride in the best of our British heritage, and the world images on the tail fins celebrate the diversity of the different communities which we serve. It's an identity that reaches out to our staff and our many business partners to say, we want you to help us create a new kind of airline, a new kind of travel experience that embraces the diverse cultures of all our customers around the world. Our aim is to become the undisputed leader in world travel. This is an ambitious mission for any airline. But if you go into British Airways and talk to the people, you'll find that we are very much a global community that really cares passionately about what we do.
There are many things that compete when you're running a business like this, when you're trying to run an international airline worldwide, but the heartbeat of what we're doing is customer service.
We think of ourselves now not just as an airline, but as a world travel company. And that implies that we have to think of our customers not just as passengers, but as travelers.
They need to feel cared for, and they need to feel that we've dealt with them with humanity, understanding, and genuineness.
Customer service, to me, is anticipating a passenger's needs.
And treating people as I would like to be treated as a person.
We take passengers' opinion seriously.
You actually see when you're giving good service and get a response from them.
Being really sensitive to the customer is, I believe, is to recognise the person fundamentally as a human being, an individual, a person with an identity.
Every customer is different. And if you're flying into Singapore, that's a different set of customers than if you're flying to New York.
We've spent a lot of time and energy on looking at our training for languages and also our ability to meet the cultural needs.
It's nice on Italian flights for passengers to have, somebody to speak the language.
We are very excited about it, meeting people who speak their language and understand their culture.
We even have people that do sign language as a second language.
We certainly have a motto, and our motto is, we speak your own language.
As we focus more and more on being global, truly global, what we're really doing is also recognising that people have a common humanity. And when people feel that, then you've got a service which is second to none.
It's not just the cabin crew, and it's not just the people that run the airline, it is the whole thing together.
It's one big family and great stuff.
It's lovely to be paid for what I think I'm doing best, which is being nice to people.
I get to meet a lot of people from different parts of the world, and I think it's a privilege.
It's the striving to get it right that shows the difference between a company that just wants to be good at what it wants to do and a company that wants to be brilliant at what it can do best.
We all need an identity. I think we as people have identities, the clothes we wear, the way we speak, hairstyles, etc. And so you can imagine it's even more important for a company, especially one as large and as complex as British Airways.
We went around the world, all to different parts of the world, to really find out how people perceive British Airways, the brand of British Airways, and find out what the weaknesses and the strengths were. And from that piece of research came the sort of positioning of global and caring. Our customers wanted us to be more global.
I think the biggest challenge that we faced was finding a solution that conveyed or portrayed the fact that we operate on a world stage, but at the same time retaining the equity in the brand, the best of Britishness that we've built up over the years.
We kept that within what we call the speed mark, and the blue and the red, and we kept the British Airways name, so we've kept a strong essence of our history. Mankind, throughout his evolution, has made a mark to represent the community he lives in. So what we've done is try to embrace that and demonstrate a sort of more empathetic feeling within the organisation and gather in world images, what we're calling world images from around the world, reflecting the different communities that we fly and serve.
Some are calligraphy, there's illustration, there's painting, there's carvings, there's textiles, images which represent communities, not countries.
My favourite is the Polish paper cut, put together by a lady who sits in her flat with a huge pair of shears and makes the most beautiful, delicate patterns from pieces of coloured paper. And the idea that it's flying around on one of our tailplanes and that it's used in our signage and it's used in the uniform, for example, is just fantastic.
So it's quite feasible that a Celtic image, which is essentially an image from Western Europe, would touch down in airports in Southeast Asia and vice versa.
It really gives the message that we are not a uniform monolith, and that's not how we see the world.
Channel 18 Germany, join the show.
On the 10th of June 1997, we revealed our new identity at 30 locations around the globe. Using 15 satellites, live pictures of the new British Airways were beamed to 126 events in the biggest ever business television broadcast.
20 and Buenos Aires to you. Where do you want? 23 for sound and vision. That's everybody. Don't touch anything. We're wired and live.
We are a successful British company, and we're very proud of our British heritage and our British traditions. And we now want to grow on our heritage and on our success as a British company and look outwards into the world. We want a new direction for a new British Airways. We want to be a cosmopolitan, a modern and a caring company. No company can stand still, particularly a company which is at the forefront of competitiveness in the global economy. We will have to change. Every one of us who works in British Airways will have to change if we're to deliver the kind of service that our customers want to see. If we are as successful in the next 10 years as we have been in the last 10 years, the future for us and for all of our customers will be a bright one.
The new identity touches every aspect, from travel documents to brochures, magazines, through to signage on our buildings, and of course the aircraft themselves. It really signals that the new British Airways is ready to embrace the new millennium.